Now, okay, Gary,
Hello.
you know we were talking about armor pieces in Halo.
Yes, I remember.
According to some sources, every single armor piece from every Halo game will be an infinite.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm in.
but I'm still upset about the armor coating.
Right, yep. Colors.
Yes,
Colors are, colors are shit.
yeah, I still want to be able to choose my primary and secondary color without having to pay money for it.
All I need to do,
What
make a
was it you had to
system.
get?
No, go on, Chris.
What's the main product you had to get for that?
Well, it's because they got some deals where if you buy like I think one of them is Butterfingers. Then there's something probably Mountain Dew and Doritos. Not gonna lie, they always do those. Um, and then you can get like
Yeah,
specialized armor coatings. You get codes you can redeem for them.
Mm-hmm.
And according to some sources, you know, they've done some digging to find out that each armor coating is about like $5 or $5 or £5 or whatever. So that's what they expect.
They'll probably put it as like 5 of the base currency to
Yeah.
make it
They,
universally understandable or something.
I mean, they also say there's some armor coatings you can unlock through gameplay, but
yeah,
still,
probably not that much.
well, that's the thing. Probably not that much. And I, I just want purple and green.
I just want white and blue.
So here's the thing. If it's a promotional add-on, let's say Monster Energy,
Hmm.
and you got one colour with that. So when they stop the promotion, does that colour then become limited between
I mean,
players?
see, that's the thing. I don't really
Or,
know.
You know what they could do as a special cross promotion? Things like Monster would actually be really good for doing this, is if you had emblem pieces. Do a
yeah,
cross promotion with Monster, you get like the claw logo they have. I think that would be a really cool emblem to have as well.
yeah, you just stick that onto an elite.
Wart.
No,
Oh
it's
wait,
the
no, you're remembering you're
sorry,
remembering Halo 3, aren't you? Larg.
where the Albatross swipes with his arm if you don't have a weapon equipped.
That goes for any elite. The Arbiter's just got a unique model. That's pretty much it.
Tend to Arbiter swipe at you.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it would have to be something unique, like a monster logo, if it's a
Look, logos
promotional
is what
thing.
they should have done. They're stupid for not starting with it.
Go on.
No, that was pretty much all I had to say. Like they're just stupid for not starting with the logos.
Okay, I'm just reading a bit about the emblems. It's because I wasn't sure, but I think you also might have to unlock emblems, and they also won't be as customizable.
Look,
But
I just want the Dreamcatcher background and the Valkyrie emblem. It's been my emblem on Halo 3 and Halo Reach. I can't have it on Halo 4 because the Dreamcatcher background is gone. I'm
Right.
absolutely livid. And yes, I know, Halo 4 is... what is it? How many years old now? And so out of
Yeah.
date since people have been playing Halo 5 and whatnot since, but... I mean,
oh,
like, I'm not a
Here's the thing.
Cyberman. I can't be upgraded.
Here's the thing. Games are becoming more and more online orientated.
Yep.
So showing off custom things is the way to go.
Yes, it
And
is.
then you paywall it? That's just like a boot to the balls.
well, yes, it's the paywall that I'm not happy about.
Who
I,
would be?
and I
Oh,
just
right. Right, sorry, I forgot. Greedy fucks like them.
Well, it's because what they did is they were like, okay, every Halo game before that has had the multiplayer and the single player in one game. We're going to split that apart, so we can say, well, the multiplayer, that's now free to play, which means we can paywall everything. That's fair, right? It's not like,
Not in the slightest.
no, it's not. But it's. I just found out something funny reading. Halo Infinite partners with Monster for double XP emblems and more. So
So basically,
what you just said.
hey,
So,
get
Halo
high
Infinite.
quickly.
So, Halo Infinite has just gone the mobile game route.
When it
Where
comes to
games
multiplayer,
free.
The thing is, it doesn't even really work well for mobile games. There's only one mobile game I have ever considered to have done things right, and that is Dragon Ball Legends. Because, frankly, from all the time I've played it, which has been over the past few weeks to be fair, I've not even felt inclined to look in the shop to buy anything. I've looked to see what's there, just out of curiosity, as you probably would. But it's never gone any further than that. There's so much stuff that the game just gives you for
You
playing
haven't
the
wanted to
game.
try the pay to win scenario.
They don't need to. They offer it. If people want to buy things, that's down to them. But
Oh,
yeah,
What's up?
I just sent the picture with what you unlock with the Monster promotion for Halo Infinite, like the guns and the emblems
Oh yeah,
and the nameplate.
just made me feel awful. Seeing
I'm
that
gonna
has
turn on
just
my
made
light
me
'cause-
think of Pod.
there we go. There we go. Now I can see.
You know the nameplates that appear at the bottom of the screen when you get a kill?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just made me think of those nameplates. And it's honestly not that nice.
I mean, Halos have always been a bit bland, to be perfectly fair.
Yeah, but when you go to start copying Call of Duty, yeah,
Okay, let me
Right.
just see something. Ah,
What is it
okay.
you're looking for?
I'm just okay. I'm gonna send you another picture of an armor coating.
oh yeah. So how bad will that be?
Well, let's just have a look. You know, maybe it's like, oh,
I don't mind the look of those weapons. I'll give them their due. But at the same time,
no. Let's
why are
see.
you decorating weapons?
Well, that's actually become a pretty big thing in like PC Halo. Even in all the other previous Halo games, I can customize my vehicles and my weapons. So I can
I
even
think
have.
the weapon customization started in Halo 4, I want to say.
It did. But I still
But
don't
even
see the
then,
point.
yeah,
You're fighting for your life, not to look pretty.
Okay, I'm sending a picture. And
Is that the ODST helmet?
I didn't really look. I was just looking at the armor coating itself.
but is
It
that
looks
wrong?
like the ODST helmet. It looks good.
Or page colors?
Yes. Can you guess how you get this?
Oh, go on.
You buy it.
Well, the Monarch armor coating along with other unlocks will be available through purchasing one of the many various promotional snack items from Mandalus brands.
So, basically, they're trying to shell out as much money as possible because they don't have faith in themselves to be able to produce a good enough product that can carry itself.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
So they're basically becoming overly dependent on partnerships because they make a recognizable product and partner with food brands because they know people like to eat.
And it's also more like they make a deal with the food brand so that the food brands give them money so people will be inclined to buy these brands in the period where they have these promotional codes. So it's just like, ugh. I'm just trying to check because a lot of these products that they're talking about aren't available in Denmark. Not gonna lie. And considering that armor is purple with small pieces of green, I'm kind of bummed. Not gonna lie.
Let me
I
guess.
don't blame you.
It's also rather unhealthy food as well.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It got.
So
Let me just see.
anyone
Oreos.
who likes games and stays healthy, they're not going to buy the item, food item, just for the armor.
Unless they're having a treat, which may not even get them very specifically what it is that they want. Because if
Yeah.
they're going to have, they're going to want to have something that they specifically want. They're not going to get something that they don't necessarily want just to get something that they want on a game that they might play occasionally and just want one thing to look the way they want.
Okay, so there's only one. Okay, you can buy Oreos in Denmark. So I guess I could buy some Oreos, and then I might be able to get this if the promotional deal also is allowed in Denmark, because a lot of things like this isn't allowed in Denmark.
Wouldn't that be classed as gambling if it's not
And that's
a set item?
that's just the thing, Chris, because I know you're on Twitch, right? You know, like the predictions people can do on streams now, right?
Yeah.
Not allowed to do that in my region because in Denmark we have very strict gambling laws. So
You're not allowed to do predictions.
no, not allowed to do predictions because
Wow.
gambling. So that's why I'm afraid that I might not be able to get like the armor I want. The thing is, even if like the purple and green armor cost like €5 or £5 or something, I'm not gonna lie, I would probably pay that because I'm not gonna be buying any other colors because those are my two colors. But if
Well,
I'm
you
not,
might get some in case you feel like mixing it up a bit for a while.
but that's the thing, I very rarely do. I've always
I know
been
the feeling.
I've always been those two
That's
colors.
your core pattern that you've always gone with.
Yeah, ever since fucking Halo 3, which I didn't play much of. But
Good old pre-2010s.
God, the high abuser armor. The raw armor pieces are back.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think they got like most armors, and they've taken inspiration. It's the thing that makes me sad is the actual armors and the armor pieces. They all look great. They look amazing.
I don't disagree based on the look of what you've shown us before.
So that's why it's so sad that this one aspect might just be blocked for me. I mean, who knows? Maybe after the promotional deal ends, I'll be able to buy the Monarch armor or something.
Yeah.
But
It's fun.
no,
Remember the high abuser armor just being a promotion because of something else?
There
Can't remember
was
its
a tie-in
full
around
name.
the time of Halo 3 with, I think it was one of the Ninja Gaiden names. I don't know the specifics. That's about as much as I can offer into this.
Yeah. So either that's getting transferred to Infinite, or it's going
Well,
to
they
drop.
just got another deal, which, to be fair, is likely.
I don't mind a food item, drink item sponsoring a game, but needing to buy the item for a in-game perk, so to speak, just feels cheap.
I
Look
mean,
at it this way. Maybe they're trying to help along natural selection. Maybe they're trying to get people to kill themselves on these junk food products so it thins the herd.
I mean,
That's my 2 cents anyway.
that's a bit morbid,
People
but
listening, don't fall for this trick.
it's a bit morbid, Gary. I don't think they were like, oh, let's kill our entire player base. Let's give them heart disease.
What is it?
So that they can still play while they're in hospital.
Until they die, and then they will have very hard unlocking those double XP weekends.
Death Stranding. That had a
Oh,
monster deal.
yeah, I remember that. I saw the memes. I didn't play it.
It had the drink item in the game, and it was a wide open, yep, we're sponsored by this. They help fund this game. Beautiful game. Somebody didn't like the gameplay, actually.
Yeah, I never really. The thing is, I don't really often get onto bandwagons when it comes to game. Even with Cyberpunk, I was like, meh. Oh yeah,
Apparently, that's fallen flat with some people as well.
well, it's because it's
yeah,
buggy as
'cause,
shit.
To be fair, people were like, release the game, and they're like, well, it's going to be buggy as shit, and it's like, we don't care, just release the game. So they released the game, and now they're moaning it's buggy as shit.
Well, the thing is, the devs were not. The devs didn't really want to release the game, but they were kind of forced to because, you know, the people paying them was like, no, it has to be released now. Release it now. People want it now. Release it now. So
Apparently, some people didn't actually like the character's personality, the main player personality, and it put them off.
yeah.
I
Well-
will say, I think it's
That is
absolutely
rather impressive.
hilarious. Sorry, did you say something, Chris? I didn't catch it.
Right. You know how there's Dante and Dante?
Oh, don't get me started on that.
People felt like the main character in Cyberpunk was more like Dante.
Well, thank you for making the clearest cut comparison you could possibly make.
Yeah.
The personality was so... They found it so aggressive that they couldn't play it.
Well, the thing is, how can I say it? It's because the game it's not so much as a make your own character that's like yours. It's more like this is the character. This
You're
is his story.
customizing a character that goes into a slot.
Yeah, exactly. And people didn't like that because they were expecting something else. And I mean, honestly, I don't really know much. I've only watched like some of the game. I watched the entire prologue. Rip Jackie, Jackie 2020. That's all I'm gonna say. Actually,
2020.
that's a spoiler.
2077, you mean?
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, 2077.
Wait. 4097.
4097.
Added the years.
No.
I don't. Brain out of nose. Pick up brain, eat brain. Nice brain. God, now I'm off track.
I need that.
Now I'm off track. What were oh yeah, people didn't like Cyberpunk 77. Look, the hype for that game was astonishing. It was more than it's. Fucking Half-Life, right? The reason why Half-Life 3 is never gonna be released is because the hype for that game is so much that nothing Valve could ever make could ever live up to that amount of hype. This was like
I'm
kind of like
sorry.
Yeah.
Finish.
but this was like kind of like that, just not as much hype because Half-Life 3 is like mythology in the gaming world at this point. But in reality, people were very hyped for Cyberpunk 77. The game wasn't completely finished. It was released anyway. It was kind of buggy. It it wasn't like the worst game in the world, but it wasn't the best game in the world, which is what people expected. So now nobody likes it.
Yeah.
This is what I have to say about 77.
I'm trying to think of how the character is portrayed.
What I was originally going to say before I basically let Danny have the floor, so to speak,
Yes.
was in the same sense. This is pretty much the same case as Sonic Adventure 3. Chances are the amount of time and effort that they'd actually need to bring that up to snuff, to live up to the amount of hype that has been built up around that game since, 2001, when Sonic Adventure 2 came out. That's going to take a hell of a lot of work.
Yeah. And the thing is, at some point, the amount of hype generated surpasses the amount you can work on the game. So eventually, you get to a point where, no matter how much you work on it, you'll never be able to make up a game as good as the hype expects, which is what Half-Life 3 is in.
Yeah. It's a victim of the previous game's success.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Exactly.
The only issue is I don't think that applies to Cyberpunk, does it?
It doesn't what?
It doesn't apply to Cyberpunk, does it?
Not as much.
Was
But
Cyberpunk a standalone game? Or was
I
it?
was thinking. I
But-
thought it was a standalone.
it is. But that's the thing. It's because, I don't really understand how they could generate so much hype, other than Keanu Reeves and You're Breathtaking, the meme.
The only thing I can honestly think of is how the character customizer lets you customize the size of your genitals and stuff like that. And in fact, there's a pretty famous glitch about it. I don't know if you're aware, Danny. But apparently, if you make your schlong too big, it causes a visual glitch.
Mm-hmm. Go on, Gary. I'm listening.
Of course you would.
With my perked tits. My tits are all perked, and I'm listening.
Actually, what we
think you
need to
can
do
get
at some point, what we need to do at some point is we need to find a way to get together. We need to find a way to get a system for each of us to play Cyberpunk, because let's face it, our character designs would look absolutely god awful.
Oh, God, you know what I would be doing. Oh, jeez. Ooh.
You'd make Jolie. You would totally make Jolie.
Maybe not. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Oh wait, no, I won't, because you aren't allowed to be fat. God damn it, you're not allowed to be fat. God damn it. I take everything I said back about it being a mediocre game. It's a terrible game. I'm not allowed to be a big chungus boy. That's who I am on the inside. I am.
You know what? You know
No,
what?
you can't change any other physical attribute.
You can
Wait,
only
hold
change
on.
height.
So the only thing you can
No.
change is your genitals.
That's bloody.
Genitals and your skin color and your face, and that's based. Oh yeah, and your bobbies, if you have bobbies. I don't know about your buttock. You might be able to change your buttock, but I
Face,
wouldn't know.
chest, genitals. That's what you can change.
Yes, that's definitely a very horny game.
Clearly.
I mean, okay, I watched some of
I've
it.
seen someone going into a sex shop.
Yeah.
on
What
the game.
what I watched is somebody walked out of their apartment. They saw a kid sitting down at the street. Next to the kid was a used dildo. To the other side of the kid was 2 used dildos. And then they picked them up and scrapped them for junk that they can use for crafting. It's a very horny game.
Look. All this reminds me of is that you can make a dildo cannon in Dead Rising.
Oh man, I want to play Dead Rising again.
So,
Ah. I remember
Wait,
it's only
About
like
the
a
second
2-player.
game, or
well, obviously the second game.
Yeah, I don't really remember the first game very well.
The first one didn't have weapon
can't
combination.
say
did it?
obviously the second game, because there's been 3 as well, and mini titles.
Yeah, I mean, I think I
Well,
like
the
the
mini titles are
second.
technically just part of Dead Rising 2, I seem to recall. Because there's Off the Record, there's Case West, and there's Case Zero.
And then they continued making more. I think Dead Rising 4, maybe even 5. But nobody played
Let's not
those.
forget, there was a reboot, which was awful.
Yeah, nobody played that, I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I think in
Well,
one of the later games you play as the child. What's her name? My daughter. I
What's
gotta
her
get drugs for my daughter. That girl. What was her name? Stacy? No, not Stacy. That's a stripper name. Fuck it. I'm googling it. I'm doing the Google.
With 3 people for a blank on a name.
Oh my god. They made a Dead Rising movie? They made 2? No way.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Holy shit, Dead Rising Watchtower 2015. And where's
That
the
was
other one?
5 years ago!
That's 5 years, nearly 6 years ago. Oh dear.
Talking about
We're
Capcom.
recording on Christmas, for those of you who care.
Yeah. Oh, I'll probably write it
Talking
in the
about
description.
Capcom. Whatever happened to that Monster Hunter movie?
What happened to the what? Oh, Monster Hunter
Monster Hunter
movie.
movie. I think that's actually still coming out.
Yeah, I don't actually know much.
Although, for whatever reason, the US military's involved, so...
Oh god.
Yep, there goes realism.
Yeah.
For Monster Hunter, anyway.
Yeah. That's... Mm,
If you played the game, there wasn't all that much realism to begin with.
I thought it was just pure fantasy.
I meant connection to established law.
Yeah, connection to the games. It's kind of like the Resident Evil movies, just worse if they have the US military in Monster Hunter.
I mean,
If I remember a bit,
here's a thought. The Sonic movie, that worked because the plot was solid, and fans were involved with creating it.
Yeah, because everybody hated his hands. His human hands.
human
It wasn't
teeth.
hands.
And yeah, his teeth. I forgot about his teeth.
It was his human teeth and just his general face.
Oh god.
What I remember about the Monster Hunter movie was that it's set in 2 worlds.
No, I think it's supposed to have started in the real world, and they go to like the setting of the actual Monster Hunter series or whatever. I don't know. I haven't looked into it,
Yeah.
but that's what I'd heard.
Let me just do some Monster Hunter Googling. And I was all just talking about the movie. I want to know about the games. I want to know about the real shit.
What game? I know quite.
It's because I've only played one, and I wanted to see when that was out because it's been a while.
What, the first one?
When was
The first
that?
one way back on PS2?
Oh no, a bit after that. Was that?
Chris has the first one on PS2.
Oh, oh my.
Yeah, it's an old thing.
And I seem to recall you've actually said how much stuff there is that you can do in it. Like, even despite it being a PS2 game.
I've gone back to it briefly, and damn, has it evolved.
Wasn't one of the titles Monster Hunter Revolved or something like that?
Don't think so, but from the original, just going up to the DS games, that gap is amazing on its own. But going back onto a Sony console,
Yeah, I can see that.
Monster Hunter World takes it into a different level, and I appreciate it, even if I can't play it.
Yeah, but usually you appreciate what you like even if you have no access to it, right?
Oh my god. I could play Monster Hunter World. I got a PS4. I should do that.
Can you sneak it to us?
I
Well,
mean,
With yourself.
look. The thing is,
Yeah.
my brother has a PlayStation 4 that he hates, and he wants to buy a PlayStation 5, and he's got a job, so he's got money to do that. So who knows? Maybe I could, scavenge that out of the
Get a
bins.
second-hand one.
You
Well-
know, I just want to say, it really tells you the state of the world when, like, one of the selling points of you being able to get a PS4 is that your brother has a job. That's it.
Yeah.
Just the most impressive thing about him. Don't care who he is, what he does, he has a job. That's it. He's successful.
And do you know what he's playing on his PS4 right now, guys? Can you guess? It starts
I want
with
to say Deathon.
it starts with Cyber and ends with 77.
As long as he's not running around without any clothing,
Well,
it's alright.
I mean, the thing is, he says it's kind of buggy, but he doesn't care. But he's also
You
like,
know, actually, have you guys heard of Awkward Zombie?
awkward zombie. No.
Don't think
Chris?
so.
I'm fairly sure I might have sent at least one of you some silly comics that pick apart video game logic.
I mean, I've seen videos that do that, and I think you even sent me one of those videos.
Trying to think of a good example. I think in one of the Metal Gear games, you get rewards for sending things back to your base by attaching a balloon to them or something. Well, they basically said, like in the sort of thingy notes at the end of the comic, that if I can send things back to base, I'm going to send things back to base, no matter how useful or useless they may be, even if they are tranquilized or dead animals.
I mean, yeah, duh.
They basically went around an entire field just tranquilizing animals, and just sort of sent them all back to base. But that's beside the point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make is that they had a video clip. No, sorry, they had a picture that they took from playing Cyberpunk, where someone came up and attacked them. So in their self-defense, when they beat the person who came up and attacked them, they transmuted into a patio set.
I beg your
And
pardon.
literally, once they'd beat them, the body that just sort of flopped to the floor just became a patio set.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
I was going to say that's Prop Hunt in reverse.
Yeah. Don't say that. Now I want to play Prop Hunt again.
But
I've honestly not played Prop Hunt.
there was something
I haven't played
did
it in
see
years.
that made me think back to all the crazy times I've been in the driver's seat of a car on GTA or on Halo, and it's guy ignores frickin' crossing rules, drives when people are trying to cross. The game catapulted him onto a bridge that was probably a good couple of yards away.
Yeah, I mean, my brother's playing Cyberpunk 77 on his PlayStation 4, and he says one of the rules is don't drive too fast. The game doesn't like it when you drive too fast.
Guys,
Danny,
have you heard
you're
anything
driving
about
slowly
Watch
around
Dogs
the corner.
Legion?
I'm sorry,
Sorry.
I didn't hear
Say.
what any of you said.
Watch Dogs Legion.
I've seen some of it. I haven't played it.
I wonder if that's buggy as hell. Or if
You know,
it's actually smooth.
I don't know. I think that game kind of went under the radar for, for a lot of people.
I think it went under the radar because of the hype of Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Wait, when did Watch Dogs come out?
Hang on,
I
I'm on it.
can't really say.
I'm on it. Give me a sec.
We've got our best man on it, Chris.
But it does feel like it didn't get as much attention because Cyberpunk was announced.
Watch Dogs was May 27th, 2014.
Legions.
Oh, Legions?
Oh yeah, that's because it's the same, like kinda, it's the same world-ish. You know, like cyberpunk-ish.
It's futuristic, open world.
Okay, I've googled Watch Dogs Legion, and the very first picture I have, I shit you not, is a pig smoking a cigar.
Yeah,
Okay.
that seems about right.
And Legion was the 29th of October, 2020.
Yeah, okay. So that's the thing. It came out a bit before Cyberpunk, which came out in December 2020.
I figure if I send you send you a screenshot of the thing, you can actually like post that as part of the video editing so that people can see the pig with the cigar. If they haven't already, I don't know. They might be curious.
Well, I mean, I'll try to do that, but for the time being, what I've done with the editing is basically our voices and then the logo. I might be able to just pull up this picture as we speak of it. But
I'd
Yeah,
imagine that shouldn't be too hard.
no,
I think
I
should be able to pull up the pictures of what we've been talking about.
yeah, I think we can do that. Like the Monarch stuff and Infinite. No, actually, no, I'm not going to talk about Infinite anymore. I'm done with Infinite. And okay, no, the thing is, I'm going to give it a chance. When it comes out, I'm going to play it. And who knows, maybe getting these armor coatings isn't as big of a hassle as I think it is, because we have to give the game, you know, like the benefit of the doubt. It's not even out yet.
Word.
Yeah,
Hey, even if it was out, I wouldn't be able to play it.
No, I mean,
My
I'm
latest Xbox system is a 360, and my laptop can barely play Facebook games.
yeah, I'm gonna be the one playing it, just you know, just so we can
well,
talk about it.
if a new game's coming out, don't get your hopes up.
No, I know. Well, the thing is, I usually don't, but there are certain franchises you know, that are franchises that I love, like Halo and Resident Evil, um, Gears of War. Actually, I played the new Gears of War, Gears of War 5. It's actually a really good game. Not gonna lie, I really liked it.
Don't think I've ever managed to get into the Gears of War franchise.
No, I think I remember playing it with Brett a lot on the Xbox.
I remember one time I played a bit with Jason, and that was about it.
Oh wait, no, I played it with Brett and Twilight Halo
37.
37.
We don't talk of the first 36. Mostly because we never knew them.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like Gears of War 4, it wasn't a very good game. Gears of War 5, pleasantly surprised. So
the issue with creating games now is people want them to be this polished
yeah,
item,
Polished piece of perfection.
and they want it now.
Yeah, because no one these days has ever learned how to wait. I mean, like, I've become a bit of a master of waiting. Mostly because Sonic Adventure 2, 2001, still wanting Sonic Adventure 3, but I'm not liable to get it.
Here's the thing: people see early snippets of a game, and that's what they base game progression on, the development. But the truth is, it could be 2 whole years before that it first started.
I mean, I believe solidly that
And that could just be something like Overwatch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember.
Can I make a point? Like, a very, very solid point. There is only one game series that advertises itself well, at all. And that is Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Because it knows how to manage the hype.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with that. And I mean, I
They
don't...
keep you in the dark as long as they possibly can. And the moment that they are ready, they show you something.
Well, and that's the thing. They show you something when they've already made it. So they don't show you something and people are like, oh, it's gonna be done next week. And then 2 years go by.
Yeah.
And the
I
thing...
mean,
and the thing...
Sephiroth recently came out. And there was even a mode you could get early access by playing a special bonus mode that was available before he released. Providing you'd already bought the content. And not gonna lie, I'll admit I struggled on that last one, on that highest difficulty.
Didn't you retweet something where beat
Ooh.
Sephiroth with some character in Smash? I can't remember which one it was.
Oh yeah, I was playing randoms, and it gave me one of the Koopalings. So basically,
Yeah,
I beat
Koopaling.
Sephiroth using Bowser Jr.'s moveset, despite never really playing Bowser Jr. that much.
Ah.
My experience from Bowser Jr. at most comes from the Wii U version.
But I will say, I think we all are in agreement that we should... A game should be released when a game is ready. I don't care if it takes a bit longer. Because I don't really suffer from the big hype issue. I just want games to be done when they're done. They don't need to be perfect. They don't need to be like the next Half-Life 3. Just be a finished game.
Can I say, just to build on your point, I learned that plenty from Sonic 06's rush development.
Yeah.
Pokemon Sword and Shield not having all the Pokemon in it. I've got a few bones to pick with the gaming industry for trying to rush things.
Yeah.
If a game's done well, it only needs one update.
Yeah, exactly. It's because...
Unless that update's to prepare it for DLC, because they wanted to add something to spice it up.
Yeah. But like
Talking about that,
yes.
Go on.
I remember seeing something on one of the Monster Hunter games. If I just find it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna post that in the group, or?
I can't really. It's physical.
It's fine. Just show us with your words.
Yes, make us see the colours.
Yes.
Title screen of the actual game.
Go on.
Mm-hmm.
Got the game, copyright, limited, all that
Oh yeah.
junk. Then it has version number. And this is a game that's had add-ons.
Okay.
Not DLC, just free downloads that give extra quests, extra small items, and such.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
1.1.
And that's how you know a game's been done well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that would be coming up to 7 years old now.
I mean that's that's great because I mean and to go off what you were saying about a game only needs one update. Of course, when a game is released, you can't take everything into account, especially when it's a multiplayer game. Some things might get missed, and that's okay.
Yeah. That's why you only really need one update, so that
Yeah.
you can let the public catch any glitches you missed.
Yeah, exactly. But I wish more games would. Yeah. Well,
You know how I'd handle it.
how?
Considering that the public would be the ones reporting all of these glitches, not so much as an apology, but as a thank you for sending the info in, I'd give everyone like a little free bonus or something new added to the game specifically for the purpose of that update.
I mean, that could work, but
Think of it as an apology for the glitches. that were left.
As long as it doesn't add too much coding.
Yeah, that's the thing, because you don't want to have to add
I
something
think
new.
it's something more along the lines of a cosmetic thing, like a helmet or something in Halo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
would be nice.
you also got to be
But that
careful.
requires a whole team of designers and such.
And the other thing you have to be
That's why we
careful.
have that ready, but not part of the game's final coding before release.
But Gary, then you still have to be careful, because then you might add something as a thanks, and that thing might have bugs, and then you're like, oh no, I have to update this, but I've got this other thing that I can put in as a thanks for that. Oh wait.
Vicious spiral.
But then
Yeah.
everyone will be grateful that they're getting more and more content.
I mean, I guess that's true. I mean, they will be getting more content. Yeah.
I think the add-on content in 4 Ultimate actually had a preview thing back in the day, but it's all old stuff now.
That walk tired me out.
Did you walk, Gary, with your legs?
Yes, mostly because I've been pacing back and forth in my room for no reason other than the fact I'm holding a phone.
Ah, I see. The old phone walk.
The
Or phone
businessman.
walk.
Yeah, the businessman.
When doing business, you gotta be busy.
And then
It's serious business.
and then there's me sitting in my leather chair with a blanket over my legs, because I live in Scandinavia and it's cold. Oh, so cold.
And the fact you might be an old man.
I'm not an old man, I'm just wrinkling.
I mean, I've got grey hairs forming.
I do not, but I'm a weirdo, because I'm blonde and I've started seeing like darker hairs show up, which I think is weird.
So, hold on. What you're saying is you're reverse aging.
Yes. As I go older, I'll probably become less blonde and more, I don't know, brown, black, I don't know. My hair,
When I was
that
young,
is.
When I
I
was
was going to
young,
say, it's probably best to clarify that.
Yeah.
Chris, what I'm getting the vibe out of from this little discussion is he's transforming back from being a Super Saiyan. Very slowly.
Yeah.
But when I was young, I had blonde hair. But now I've got this dark hair. You would never guess that I did.
Yeah, well, the weird thing is, in my family, all the young kids always start out with blonde hair, and then as they become like 10 or something, their hair has become like brown, dark brown. But that just never happened with me. I'm a freak.
Maybe yours is slowly turning ginger.
Oh, I don't
Maybe
know.
you're a leprechaun, Danny.
Gary, don't know. It's because I'm also kind of ginger in the sense that I've got the very pale complexion and the freckles, and because
yeah.
my dad's Irish. My dad's Irish. His sister isn't ginger, but her kids are ginger. So the ginger genes are in there.
It skipped a generation.
Yeah. But with me, instead of me going ginger, I just went blonde. And don't even get me started on my dad, because he's brown hair, but his beard would be ginger if he grew one. I've seen pictures. It's freaky.
I actually have blonde hairs in my facial hair. And it just makes it look even more patchier than it is.
Well, see, that's the thing. Mine.
Sometimes my facial hair feels like bristles.
Oh god, male grooming. It's a topic.
I like to wax my testicle. No. Okay, next new topic. God.
You like to wax your next topic.
Yes, I like to wax my next topic. This podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. No, we're not sponsored by anybody. Not sponsored by shit. Christ. Well,
Wait, we're sponsored by Christ?
yes. Sponsored by
Well, he
thee,
was
Jesus
sponsored,
Christ.
allegedly.
Man.
Don't go into religion.
Okay, so
Not for this episode.
so God was no,
Not with me.
no. I'm gonna let's maybe not.
look, we've all seen it, right? We know that the universe started caused by the Big Bang that was only made when God lit his fart.
Yes, I was going to say something like that, and I agree.
Oh dear, the Family Guy references.
Oh.
Like,
We
just
have Halo.
just know that.
Yeah, I know.
Mother.
Halo, Keanu, God farts, testicles,
This
Monster
podcast has
Hunter,
it all.
Capcom. Oh, actually, talking about Capcom, God damn my pronunciations. Resident Evil. I don't know, how much have you guys played Resident Evil?
I've played 5. I've played 6.
Okay, Chris?
I might have played one of the older games briefly,
Okay.
nothing.
Oh, I've also played a
Substantial.
bit of Mercenaries 3D.
Oh, okay. Well, I've played.
Oh, Revelations 2
I've also played that. Revelations 2 is a great one. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But the thing is, you do know about Resident Evil 7, right?
I've heard of it.
The
revamp.
first player Resident Evil. And,
Yeah.
And when you first hear that, you might think, "Oh no, that's shit." But oddly enough, Chris, we recently played Resident Evil 6. I like Resident Evil 7 better. I felt that was more Resident Evil than Resident Evil 6.
It went back to the horror basics.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it had like...
It wasn't this action shooter.
Yeah, and it basically, it also had like all the very classic things, like the item box and puzzles to get different weapons.
Did it have the typewriter?
Oh, I don't remember. I know, I don't... Was it a typewriter? I don't think so. I think it was something else like it. Maybe a tape recorder or a phone. Might have been a phone. But nevertheless, it went back to like the old safe rooms, the item management. Basically, everything with the exception of the first-person player aspect was Resident Evil. And I like that. And that made me think, like... do you know any other games where they changed a very like fundamental aspect of it, but it still stayed true enough to the original franchise that you still enjoyed it? Because I can't think of any other games that did it other than Resident Evil 7. I mean, it's fine if you can't, because I really can't think of any other than this specific one game.
If I said Mario Kart when they made Double Dash, would that be allowed?
Ooh.
I don't know if that's different enough. If you said Mario Kart and it was like top down or well, first person shooter,
but in one of the games.
or first person. Oh, right.
The perspective change, that's the interesting part.
Yeah, and I literally just thought of another one that I know you guys know. Halo Wars.
I just thought of one,
Yes?
but it's probably not that iconic.
Who gives a shit? Go on.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh yeah, it started top down.
Yeah, I have Grand Theft Auto 1 on PlayStation 1 right here. You're right, I haven't even thought about that.
Deal with it.
You have what, Gary?
I have 1, 2, and London.
God damn. I never played
Although
London.
I don't play them, I just use them to prop up my GameCube a bit, because if I want to put in like a cheat cartridge into the Game Boy player, I need it to be raised.
You don't talk about them.
No.
Like what?
I wanted to play
So
London.
talk about cheat.
Look. I have pretty well beat all of those games that I've played on the Game Boy, so I will cheat if I want to cheat.
Oh, don't talk about cheating on
Shits
the...
and giggles and nothing more.
cheats as bonuses.
Oh, okay.
Only after the first playthrough.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought you meant like actual hacking cheat.
I mean, that's a bit more of a precarious circumstance, because even then, I still do that as a reward for finishing the first playthrough.
Man.
Yeah. I think games can be better that way. Just
What?
play the game originally first, then add stuff.
Or just find a way to change the way you play. Take a look at people that play Pokemon Randomizer.
Yeah,
Or any
man. I really want to play that. Even though
You
I'd
want to
be
play Pokemon Randomizer on.
I don't really know.
You know what? I don't think I'll ever get the chance to say this on the internet anywhere else, so I'm going to throw it out here. I remember one time playing a randomizer of Pokemon Emerald with a friend of mine. I fished up the legendary Pokemon Kyogre, the creator of the oceans, not too far off of a desert, right near a volcano.
Randomizers.
But then, on a separate instance where I was playing Fire Red, so in a completely different region where you'd expect, but again, randomizer, so who cares? I fished up the legendary Pokemon Groudon and the creator of land in a pond in the first city you go to.
Oh, that's just amazing.
And finally, the one that quells them, Rayquaza, that which lives high in the ozone layer. I found it as the very first thing I ran into in a cave.
I mean, God.
There's something I
I
watched.
literally managed to misplace all three of them.
That's a
There's
beautiful
something I
thing.
watched yesterday now, and it was someone who modded Skyrim.
Go on.
They gave themselves a task of getting through the opening section and completing a side quest.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But what they modded in was, if they said certain words, it would spawn them.
You know, this
Like-
reminds me.
If they said dragon,
It was spawn a dragon.
spawn.
You know, this reminds me of when Jason modded Skyrim, and he had this item which was just a ring that transmuted you into something when you put it on. And he turned himself into a block of cheese.
I got stuck like it.
And he got stuck like it because he couldn't remove the ring because the game had already taken it off him because he had no arms.
Because it was cheese.
Because it was a block of cheese.
Oh.
Yeah,
But Chris,
the challenge itself seems quite simple,
yes.
but when you start talking and interacting with other people, it becomes this whole new challenge.
Oh, and I just need to ask, is it him, the person playing, saying the words, or is it his character?
It's him.
Ooh.
They had a voice command recognition.
Yeah. That's gonna be hard, because you see a dragon and say, oh, it's a dragon, and then another dragon shows up and say, oh god, more dragons.
Not another dragon!
Yes.
It's 10. 10 of them.
10 oh shit. Oh god.
I see 10 dragons, 10 more show up. Oh god, no!
God shows up.
It
No.
was one,
I have a feeling
Well-
that was gonna happen.
one of the words was bandit.
Mm.
Had him say, did they ban it? And that was close enough to actually trigger the spawn.
Oh.
Hey guys, can we get a band? It might lure those people we don't want to kill.
No, something like that would have had enough space.
But it's
Yeah.
probably,
And
yeah. Go on.
The video itself was hilarious because it took, I think, 10 attempts just to get to the character creation section because of the amount of things that he was
Right.
tricked into saying.
You know,
I was like
Chris,
running through the
pointed out
fucking
something just now,
key.
and
He was
just
tricked
pointing out.
into saying cheese.
I'm
Wait, he had to keep saying cheese just to keep getting cheese.
No, he was tricked into saying it, but because he was in this small corridor, it spawned and basically crushed him.
He got crushed by a cheese.
Well, it's more likely he spawned inside of him,
Oh god!
and that just crushed his
More of a
character
pop.
model.
Man, I wish I could have cheese spawn inside of me.
But then you wouldn't taste it.
Oh. Good point, Gary. Good point.
But watching that video, it got to a certain point, and I actually burst out laughing.
Which was?
I can't remember where it was.
Well, then why did you burst out laughing? It seems kind of silly to not remember something that makes you laugh.
I can't remember what the trigger point was.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of shit. I can't remember every thing. I watch
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
fair.
content.
But no, Chris, you bringing this up reminded me of the novel idea of recording me playing games that I've never played before. Because, do you remember the first ever time I played Brink?
Oh god, Brink.
Oh. Are you friendly? Running
I
around,
couldn't
slamming
tell
people in the face.
because
you
they all looked insane to me.
I remember that.
So I go around asking people, are they friendly? I go up to countless enemies. Not one of them decides it's a good idea to shoot me. So when Brett's telling me, no, they're not friendly, kill them, I kill them, and for whatever reason, the game goes entirely smoothly.
God, I remember
I'm
Brett.
still bewildered that that worked.
I mean, it links very good with our conversation. Remember how hyped Brett was for Brink? God.
Oh, yeah.
He talked about the character creation, how amazing it would be.
Not entirely.
But then that.
Guys, I just heard sonar.
Is
Yeah.
that me? Oh wait, it could have been the television in the background. It's got very thin walls.
Did it kind of go ping?
I don't know because I can't hear it because I've got headphones in. So
I'm not sure if I heard it or not.
it might just be Gary going crazy.
Possibly.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. We're all a bit crazy. Oh, I heard it. I heard that.
I'm accepted.
Yeah, I heard that through the set as well. But that's this video. Probably better not link it. But that was a good laugh.
I'm gonna watch it later because if I try to watch something now, it will
You just
record
get
it.
distracted.
Distracted, stop talking.
Well, yeah, and it will record it, and we don't want to steal content.
No.
Not yet. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Not yet.
If you use someone else's content, at least credit them.
Darth Gary,
Do it.
do it.
I'm
Steal
so
the
Chris, you
content.
know I was thinking it. Kill him.
Join the dark side. Do it.
Execute order. Steal content. Yes. Oh god.
Man, we need to find a.
And that's already George Lucas's Star Wars.
Oh yes, because
We're not stealing content yet.
no, we're not. Hey, Mouse Company, if you're listening, we're not stealing that. That's yours. You have it. It's yours. Don't sue us. Don't sue me, because considering I have to edit the videos, I'm guessing I'll also make the YouTube account, and oh dear, oh my.
Don't worry though, it's a law where everyone involved with it can be sued.
Okay, thank God. So, thank God I'll drag you guys with me.
I'm not
We
with
all
anyone.
will.
I'm gonna
We
start.
all will.
I'm
You'll
gonna.
do it.
I'm gonna start playing the Mandalorian episodes, just to spite you, and myself, I guess. Wait, I didn't think this through. Well, I already said I'll do it,
That
so
would be asking for trouble.
yes, it would. It would very much be
Okay, but
asking.
who is trouble?
Who is what?
But who is trouble?
It's a new Sith Lord, Darth Trouble.
No,
Darth Trouble.
Or if it's me, it's Daft Trouble.
no, there was actually someone called Trouble in a TV series.
Wait,
And I'm trying to think what TV series it was.
It's probably one that'll sue us if they find out we mentioned it.
no, I think it's fine mentioning stuff. Just as long as we don't, like, show it and try to emulate their content or something like that.
I think you can parody stuff still. You just can't outright
Yeah,
copy it.
Podcast.
yeah, I think Chris is correct. If not, we'll find out pretty soon.
Execute Order 69.
Let's go get down to business. Oh yeah, Emperor Palpatine had a kid, which means he did bang. Imagine that old wrinkly fuck in a black robe getting down with a Twi'lek chick. That's... Well, actually no, it'd be a human because... The point stands...
Spoilers. Spoilers.
Oh yeah, spoilers.
All we're establishing is Palpatine had a kid. That's it.
Yes.
And said child looked human. There we go.
Yes. And her
But
name
you
was...
just have a mental image of that wrinkly old figure.
Yes.
You know, Chris, I'm actually glad that you said figure because I genuinely thought you were going to say something else, and shame on me for thinking that.
Oh, you mean wrinkly old dick?
You're in the right region, but wrong word.
Scrotum.
Close up.
Pangus.
We should really stop this.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know what he was thinking of.
Oh,
Hamburger root, say it.
testicles. Was it testicles?
Different word, but yeah, basically.
Okay, bollocks.
Still a different word. Can we stop this before it gets stupid? It's already stupid. Can we stop it before it gets more stupid?
Before it just becomes the same random.
Poopy pee pee butt butt. Sorry, I'm gonna stop now. I'm stopping now. Stopping now.
You are
You
proud
might
of
as well
yourself,
throw
aren't
in
you?
the original name we had planned for this, Danny.
Oh yeah, fuck, it was smelly anus guy. Let me just find. You wrote it. Smelly turd anus guys who smell like rancid poo, something like that.
Hold on. Where is
Okay,
it?
if you're finding it, then I won't look for it.
Smelly poopy anus guys that smell like rancid turds.
Yes,
Podcast.
the podcast. It's important to mention the podcast.
Oh,
And do you know what? Mentioning that, Gary, just reminded me of something. I just started recording while we were having a conversation. We didn't even do an introduction or saying anything.
If they haven't worked out who we are by our voices and who we're referring to and answering yet, they don't deserve us.
Good point. Oh yeah, they come across as the smelly
And
pretty
that-
anus guys.
And that very, very important thing I've just sent you both.
I've read it and I am tattooing it onto my wall. Wait, my skin.
oh, yeah. Well, it's a bit late to do introductions.
Yeah.
Unless we record
Ow.
like episode 0.5.
Nah, I think it's fine. People will figure it out. When I say Gary and Gary says something and I say Chris and Chris says something and you say Danny and I say something, people will figure it out.
If that didn't honestly just answer everyone's question, then there we go.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's just mental Darwinism.
Well,
You
to
know,
be
they'll
fair,
kill themselves if they don't figure it out.
Yes, Chris. They will kill themselves if they do not figure it out. No, I'm
No.
just kidding. Don't do that.
That works out. That works out. Wait, no, it doesn't. That stops people following us.
Yes.
Then we don't have people to care about. We don't have friends to fight for except each other, but that's boring.
And sexy. No, I'm gonna stop now. We've gone down a dark path, Gary, and I'm getting out my
And you're still
Jesus.
down it.
I'm getting out my Jesus, and he will light the way
Out of that crevice. Gotcha.
out of that dark, smelly crevice. No.
When the sun don't shine.
Oh God. I'm sorry, Jesus.
If you watchers decided you wanted to eat something, we apologize in advance for how late we are with this warning.
Oh yeah. Don't eat things.
It's bad for you.
Unless, of course, it's sponsored by Halo Infinite. Get your armor coatings now.
Might as well just eat those armor coatings.
Yeah.
It'll be healthier for them.
Yeah. But I.
So you're
yeah.
saying, hey,
But I'm saying, hey,
What a wonderful time of day.
is that a song, Gary? If it's a song, you can't sing it.
if
Well,
it's
don't
song,
worry,
don't
I'm
get
sure I was wrong with it anyway.
How long should we have this for?
I don't know. Let me just check what the.
Gone.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of editing you gotta do, isn't it?
So this is gonna be the end of the first podcast, because it's over an hour now. So
Yeah,
it's an hour
we've
and
been
12
sat here
minutes.
for over an hour and a half.
Well, I didn't record the first part. We've been recording for an hour and 12
Oh, yeah.
minutes.
Wait, we've been recording for an hour.
Yeah.
What was that?
And 12 minutes.
Ah.
So, does anybody have any outgoing words before I stop the recording?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Okay, don't do drugs. Chris, what's yours?
Outsourcing coding to food companies, stupid. Relying on celebrities to do advertising builds up too much hype, and it ruins the game. And
Come on, Chris. Something short and sweet. We don't need your life story.
Yeah, something marketable.
next week, it might just be 2 people.
Yes, okay. Next
Because
week.
Chris will still be listing his life story.
Yes. And my ending words is Halo Infinite. It might be good, might not. We'll have to see. And that's
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Or stay tuned.
and that's